Welcome to the Beantown Bully podcast.
Must can steal everything, don't they?
Our jobs are.
Yo, I'm just saying this definitely job that like
Just
we
American.
can't sit here and be like we want to send the next nobody wants to do those cheap like
It's funny because they tried that shit in Florida and they stopped. California, right? Florida, California, not California. Florida. They stopped that shit and they left the fields and shit, just letting everything, all the food, all the places food went bad and shit. They were like, "Oh, come back." Like, yo, they were showing like the white people working. They were just passing out. Then they eat, passing out. I was just like, I'm like, what did you expect? Like, you guys ain't built for this. Like, this is literally, they will not eat if they don't make some money. You guys, you believe there's something better. That hope there's something better because you're white. Oh man, that's just crazy.
I'm digging up this goddamn grass.
Should have seen it. I know it's fucked up, but you seen the poor whites in South Africa? You seen that video?
Poor whites.
I see how they're trying to do that like reverse apartheid.
It is so. I know it's fucked up for me to say, but I watch this video sometimes when I'm just down. I need to know, like, you know what? After you see like some real harsh shit, like another black person getting shot for doing basically nothing, I watched this video. It's real fucked up. I'm gonna let you know about this immediately. It's just a video that's like it's like a 10 to 15 minute video of white people in South Africa just complaining about how they're not treated right. I'm just like, what?
Wow.
They're like, we don't get treated as best as most people. I'm just like, no. I have to rephrase it. So South Africa is very poor, like very shit. That's the ghetto and everything, and only white people live there. So they're showing how they show Africa like, oh, 10 cents a day to like to feed the kids. The white people in South Africa have it worse. It's bad. So they're showing videos of like all these like highbrow like black people walking around, just like shooing these white people. So at first I'm like, I don't believe it real, but it keeps going. I'm just like, and they're showing these black people now. I'm just like, they just need to get a job. Like everybody can there's work to be done. Like they just need to get a job. They're talking like this. I'm just like, I just watch it sometimes. It's like, this is so fucked up, but I'm just like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is how like rich white people must feel when they see all these poor people talking about like, there's not enough opportunity. It's like, there's opportunity. It was just, I had like 4 jobs. I'm just like he's in his nice suit. First of all, the suits, there's some of their suits are just, the color is just completely wrong for their skin tone. Like they're like super dark and like super light colored suit. I'm just like, yo, you are blinding me, sir. Like a high yellow suit. I'm just like, that's just crazy.
So there was a governmental proposal in South Africa where
they were talking about taking the land back?
Expropriation without compensation. So they're taking the land back from the white people and not paying them.
Yeah.
So that's why there's like a lot of poor white people.
Oh no, they're gonna get them off Africa altogether.
Oh,
But it's a catch-22 to this because Syria's their own. She's South African, and I like her. So I don't know any other white South African that's doing something, but
So whites in South Africa own over 70% of farmland and agricultural holdings in the country, despite people of color making up 90% of the population.
It's probably like a small percentage that owns
Yeah, 10% on 70% of the land. You're talking about we're gonna protect our land. Like you guys have nothing to fight with. Like you own a lot, but there's not a lot of you. See how the problem is? You can. That's another problem. Like you can't defend it. You don't really own it. These are the rules.
America.
And
How do we feel about?
China.
I was gonna say Syria. America withdrawing the troops to let the Turkish in to kill the people that we were helping defend the country.
How do I feel about that?
So like maybe like a week ago, Trump's like we're withdrawing our troops from Syria, so Turkey could go in and do their thing. Wait for us? No, they're actually killing our allies that we had in Syria with the Russians. So it's like the Turkish and the Russians are working together. So it's like Trump
Against us?
let.
No, it's not against us. We're not there anymore.
Yeah, so it's not a problem.
So there's an overall scheme to this that I'm not going to go into. I'll let you guys answer first before I go in. Go ahead. Lizzie? Okay. Benji?
I don't think don't have anything to say because I'm not knowledgeable about this topic.
Are you done?
We should just go with you.
Okay, perfect. So here's the thing. We have a lot of allies. People can't see me. I'm doing quotes, but we paid these people to be our allies. They're not like UK. Like whatever war the UK is in, the US was in automatically. Vice versa. We're in here for the long haul. UK, US, whatever war, like they signed papers. Whatever war they are in, we are in that war with them. So these other countries, we're buying their loyalty. So like we're paying them, and some of them we're not even getting enough out of it to even be there. Like we have like some army bases there, but I'm just like the amount of money we're giving them. It's like, what is the point? Yeah, just so like, we have them to like the strategic spots, but I'm like the amount of money we're spending. First of all, we're spending a shitload of money on our army anyway, and when we're done with the area, we just leave our shit there. It's like we don't bring those stuff back. Like if it's costing us to bring back, we just leave it there.
That's what we did in Syria, and then the Russians went there and they were taking pictures of themselves and like these abandoned U.S. army bases.
So we're leaving the campsite where it's the power.
No, we're leaving all these weapons there, guns, tanks. Like we're leaving all this shit there. Like at least have the audacity just to blow it up. Like just blow it up. But so Syria thing, I feel like any smaller country getting to the bed of the U.S. should understand that you have to know that there's a time limit on our friendship. Because if we're not making something off of you, we don't really need you as America sees it. Now that might be harsh to see it that way. Can you charge your phone? It might be hard to see it that way, but it's just like that's just how we've been doing. Like all these countries that are in the UN and everything, we're paying. Like first of all, from my recollection, I think we're paying for the UN armies. But we're paying. We're not paying all of it. We're paying the most for all these little things that happen. Like, but shouldn't these other countries put in for these things? If it's not benefiting us all the time, shouldn't these other countries put in? But then you bring up the point, like their money's not up to our standards, and some of these countries are poor. That is true. But the other countries that are in the UN, they need to be. It shouldn't be a money thing. It should be a percentage thing. Is it right? But if you say it's a percentage thing, let me think back on it. If you say it's a percentage thing, it's like the peso to a dollar is like if I have $500 in Mexico and shit, I can live like a king for a bit. So I don't know, man. They just gotta find some. But they got to figure out. They got to figure out something, the conversion rate on this, because it's like America's not getting enough out of what we're putting in. And it sounds harsh, but realistically, it's like, yo, we're in debt to all these other countries. What America's living in is just this belief that we're the best. Once that bubble pops, then when shit's starting to get real. When we believe that God sent the colonists to take over the U.S., that belief killed many Native Americans. When we no longer believe that America's number one, that's when shit's gonna get real.
I think that's why it's hard to impeach Trump right now.
It's hard to, I shouldn't say, it's hard. There's multiple reasons why it's hard to impeach Trump. People want to get him, people just want to get any news about him doing anything. He could probably be setting himself up and be like, yo, leak this story. Just make shit up. And most of the news will just run with it, not fact check it, just to get the clicks. And they've been doing it enough to be like, now people don't really believe him. His people who voted him in, stuff like that, he talked to their base, like the coal company. I'm like, no one's using coal. So people talk about coal jobs coming back. That don't make no sense. No one's using coal for anything. America needs to be able to continue to manufacture something that the rest of the world needs. Our cars are no longer built here. Our phones are not built here. Like, what are we producing that the rest of the world needs or requires?
I mean, we're trying to do the whole oil thing, you know, Alaska and like the middle of the country.
Alaska's falling apart. The glaciers are literally falling apart. So we can only do that for so long.
Yo, you watch Waterworld.
I'm just waiting for that one frozen bacteria that was frozen during the Ice Age to unfreeze, start fucking shit up for real. And just spreading that good.
Kill us all.
I would like a zombie apocalypse. I think that'd be pretty fun to live through.
Oh, you think you're going to live through it?
Yeah.
No, just for like a little while. I just want to kill a couple zombies.
I mean, but you're thinking. That's the thing.
The problem is, like, homeless people automatically become zombies. Children automatically become zombies because they're always getting sick.
Yeah.
Old people, here's the thing. There's a level of trust there's a level of respect and trust that majority of Americans have for old people. They're sick and stuff like that, giving up your seat, stuff like that. These things, I said giving up your seat. The coughing season, like, they don't really, there's a certain level of people, cleanliness that most old people don't have. Like, they'll sneeze in their hand, loogie and shit, all the public transportation will be the first infection zone. That's gonna spread. Get like one major airport and it's a wrap. LAX. LAX is a big one.
Oh yeah, that's over. Right there.
Yeah.
But back to the whole U.S. thing and us moving our troops. I don't know, man. I'm not hearing a lot of reasons why we shouldn't have done it. It's that they were our allies. They were our allies. That does make sense. But we've been just shitting on people for years now. We've made more enemies than friends. And all the friends that we have are bot friends. So this is on par with the course. Like, nobody's really messing with us.
I think we forced Japan to be our friends after we nuked them.
Yeah. After we pretty much put them in a headlock. Like,
Well, Japan is the same way with the UK. We focused on the Beatles. Everything that's coming out of the UK, America wanted to copy. So now the UK was a big thing. Japan's right now is hot. We're gonna pick some other country. As long as America sells is full, we're gonna pick some other country and be like, okay, you're the it country now, and they're gonna rise up. That's all. Like we're technically we're kingmakers, and I don't know why the rest of the world. We're the youngest country, and the rest of the world allows us to do these things.
It's like we're we're the spoiled brat.
We make it, but
We're the bully.
technically, the only thing we do make that no other country can make is that our entertainment.
Yeah.
No one's messing with us on an entertainment level. China's bootlegging on it. China, the thing is, China don't put enough respect on their craft.
Actually, no, you know what? It's Hong Kong. It's Hong Kong. Hong Kong makes great movies. The mainland China, not really.
Said what were we saying?
I was talking about K-pop because they're so serious for those like artists. They really, really work them to the bone.
K-pop.
Yeah, they're like slave contracts.
K-pop.
It's true.
Though, but like I said, kingmakers, we made that hot. Like they're the only country that still has boy bands. Them in Korea, they still have boy bands. It's flourishing.
Yeah, and sometimes K-pop, they will be like, they'll have like a verse in English too. So it's not really like English artists have to do that.
You know, they'll pull that one English thing. Oh, that's my time to sing. Because none of these other people, no Americans really singing to these K-pop songs. I shouldn't say that. They're not doing it as well as they're doing it to us. Like the other countries are actually learning the language and singing the songs. America's lazy. Nope. You give us that one American line, that's our line, that's our time. You put the mic into the crowd, and we say our American line. Got us.
Gangnam Style.
That's all we need. That one word.
Yeah.
You know I gotta fuck it up.
That's about it, man. I don't know what else we can talk about. We just go random every time. We try to have a structure every time. And it's like, I thought we had enough. But it wasn't enough, dog. Damn.
Thank you for listening to the Beantown Bully podcast. Please leave us a review. We're still new to the podcast game. If there's any topics or criticisms, please leave us a comment and shoot us an email at beantownbullies617@gmail.com. If you'd like to support, please check the links in the description.